Hey guys, welcome back to Doc Loyal Talks Comics. Today I've got a greatest hits video for you. And what book are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Batman 244 with this awesome Neal Adams cover. This book just came out as a facsimile, and now we get to see a fight between Ra's al Ghul and Batman. It was written by Denny with art by Neal Adams. And you get to see the resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. Now, the story is that that he has these Lazarus pits, okay? And so, even though he gets a little bit older as time goes on, he never really dies because he'll go into one of these Lazarus pits and resurrect. And he has Lazarus pits stored all over the world. So, the catch is, and I remember seeing this too when I was watching the Batman animated series back in the early 90s, is that Ra's al Ghul, once he resurrects, is psychotic. And he's strong as 10 men. And so Ling, who is one of the guys that is with this group, he goes after Ra's and comes to find out real quick that he's nothing to be played with. So Batman tries the same thing. He says, I've got to fake him out and put everything, make him think I'm coming with a left, and then put everything into a right and just hit him right in the solar plexus. He said, I've never hit any man harder, and he didn't blink. And so Batman goes back in after him, and Ra's just throws him away like a child's toy. So what makes this story great is you get to see Batman interact and go flying through the snow. You get to see that he's got compatriots that help him out. And you get to see Batman try to overcome in ways that he may not be that familiar with, okay? I'm sure that he learned some swashbuckling, sword swinging in all of his travels and all of his learning when he was younger. But I'm sure that he doesn't go and sword fight with Alfred in the Batcave every day. So to see him go against Ra's al Ghul in a sword fight. And eventually, he says, the sun reddens, dims, and slips beneath the distant dunes. Shadows soften the harshness and creep across the wastes. And all of a sudden, a scorpion hits Batman and hits him in the ankle. And he falls to his knees. And Ra's says, you are proud, detective. You do not plead for aid for the antidote for the poison in your blood, nor would I give it. The desert is the shaper of my destiny. And he bids Talia, his daughter, to come with him. And she says, okay, but a final kiss. And so she kisses Batman, and she has the antidote on her lips. And he eventually finds Ra's, and I think that's one of the greatest panels I've ever seen. He's Ra's! And there he is, and he's like, my God, you chase me from beyond. You pursue me past your dying. Are you man or fiend from hell? And so he just bashes him with one good punch. He says he didn't even try to resist. And Talia says, perhaps, beloved, he recognized his master. So I've just always loved this cover. I think the cover is amazing. I remember reading in a Wizard article one time, they said that Neal Adams, when you see Neal Adams characters, they are so realistic that it's like the wind is blowing through their hair. And I didn't believe it until I saw something like this. It's just, you're like, man, the reality, the realism. It was line work similar, not in true line work to Todd McFarlane, but in level of detail and realism and grittiness, it's every bit as much is equal to Todd, if not better. Because, Todd can pencil and ink himself. Neal could pencil and ink himself. And so Neal was kind of the I'm not going to say the bad boy back during the days, but he fought for creators' rights. He fought for the little guy. And oddly enough, that's what Todd McFarlane came along and did with Image, is that he gave people an opportunity to go outside the big two and go to have an opportunity to go out there and create their story and tell their story. Stories that the big two would never, they can't publish 1,000 books every month. So, and their bread and butter is what? Superheroes. So you get this story that has the greatest art, has the greatest storytelling by Denny O'Neil, who really had a good grasp on Batman at this point. And between those two, you've got an absolute instant Bat classic. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you checking out this greatest hits video, and I've got plenty more stuff coming your way. But in the meantime, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.